It was announced this week that the White House has officially accepted Qatar's offer to receive this gift of the $400 million so-called Flying Palace airplane so that Donald Trump may use it as Air Force One for the next few years and then take it with him when he leaves. How nice, how thoughtful, what a great gift Donald Trump has told us. You would have to be stupid not to accept the gift Donald Trump has told us. But that announcement that they had accepted it came on Wednesday. And a funny thing happened on Monday of this week. And there's been a lot of news, so I'm just now getting around to talking about it. But prior to Donald Trump announcing that we're accepting the plane, everybody else can shove it, because even hardcore MAGA people thought this was a dumb idea, CNN came out with a report. They had done some digging, actual real journalism, and turns out Qatar never offered us the jet. No, that's not what happened. This wasn't actually Qatar saying, hey, Donnie, come take this jet. We want to give it to you because we love you so much. What actually happened is actually far more complicated and way more hilarious and pathetically humiliating for Donald Trump. See, it turns out that a couple weeks ago, Donald Trump had gotten some really bad news from Boeing. Boeing told him that those two new Air Force One jets that he had ordered years ago during his first administration, they're not going to be ready until the year 2027. So basically, at the end of your term, here's your plane. Trump didn't like that. So what Trump did was he instructed his Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, to go over to some of these countries because they got really nice planes. Go find a plane we can buy. A used airplane, because I don't want to fly in this thing for another year and a half. Go buy a used plane from the people in the Middle East who, by the way, hate us and take advantage of us and screw us over at every opportunity just so they can buy our weapons. Buy a plane from them. Witkoff did as he was told, and he found this plane in Qatar. Because as I had previously explained, Qatar had been trying to sell this plane for over 5 years. It's been sitting unused. And for the record, it's not even a new plane. It was already 8 years old, had 8 years of service on it before they even tried to start selling it in the year 2020. This plane was officially commissioned and started being used in the year 2012. So we're now talking about a 13-year-old airplane for Donald Trump, who wants everything to be new and bright and shiny. But they did a lot of, renovations on the interior to make it gaudy and disgusting, which Trump loves. So Witkoff comes back and he's like, hey, Qatar's got this plane, $400 million, but, here it is. Trump loved it. Trump said, go for it. Let's start the negotiations. And that's what happened. So they basically went to Qatar and begged them to sell them this plane. I don't know how much begging they had to do, of course, because obviously Qatar had been wanting to sell it for 5 years. They just couldn't find anybody stupid enough to take it. But finally Trump comes along and they're like, well, I don't know if we can part with her. There's a really good, basically doing the whole used car salesman thing, like, oh, you want this jet? No, you don't want this jet. Trust me, this one, you probably want, no, I want this one. Oh, well, this jet, I guess, it's pretty good. It was only flown by one little old lady every Sunday to get to and from church, right? The whole used car shtick on Donald Trump to sell him this jet that they already knew they desperately wanted to offload. So here's the funnier part. This may not be a gift to the United States at all. I know the administration has said this, but initially the talks were, we will buy it from you. And again, if they buy it, then that's fine. If the U.S. government is going to purchase it and make it into Air Force One for, a year and a half, 2 years, then they can do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if Trump tries to take it with him after that, he would either have to buy it from the government or literally steal it. So therein lies the problem, but it's not a gift. They had negotiated the sale. Trump was just trying to make it seem like the other countries love us so much, love him so much, they wanted to give him free garbage. That's not at all what happened. The whole thing has been a sham and a lie from the beginning. Just like everything this man has ever done. Oh, look at me, I'm getting a free plane. Hey, what's this $400 million military expense here? Oh, don't worry about that. That's just, that's something else. Look at my free plane that nobody had to pay for. No, we're paying for it. He didn't want us to know that because he's been big on waste, fraud, and abuse. So that's what actually happened. Now you know the truth. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.